What's going on, everybody? Ghost X Feared here, and welcome back to some more World of Tanks. And now I'm going to do a tank review on a tank that's been requested by Shaggy. So shout out to Shaggy. Today I will be covering the T110E3. It's a Tier 10 American non-turreted tank destroyer. As you can see, there are two Tier 10 American tank destroyers, one being turreted and the other one not. Today, we're going to be covering the one that is not turreted and the one that is a little bit more armored. Alright, so get a good look. Alright, well, let's just get right into the statistics of this tank. It's got a 155mm AT gun. It says the reload time is about 20 seconds. I'd say that's about right. Maybe a little less. It actually was a little bit better, but then it got nerfed. And the reload actually was lengthened. So that's a little unfortunate. 8 degrees of barrel depression. 16 degrees of elevation, so that's pretty good. Let's go to the shell type. So, on the Tier 10 tank destroyers, at least the American ones, I think a couple of the Russian ones, they all average damage about 850, okay? On PC, they were all nerfed to 750. Just like the Grill A15. I think that's one of the only few that hit for 750. But the E3, the E4, and a few Russian tank destroyers hit for 850 average damage. Which is very nice indeed. Your crew sits there, so... But if you look at the armor model, the crew is... Everything is safe with the crew. As you can see, this is a frontal beast. The bottom lower plate is rounded, which makes it very hard to get through. The beak of the mantlet, you can't get through that, or the beak of the upper and lower hull is pure red. So that part is all 305mm thick, okay? And the angles that it's at, you're going to need some substantial penetration, like Tier 10 tank destroyer premium penetration to get through this. Same thing with this supposed weak point that looks like a weak point. Well, guess what? It's angled very, very sharply, as you can see. And is 275mm thick, okay? You're not getting through that either. High prim rounds will do her. This part's 250mm thick, and that's rounded as all get out, so you're not getting through that. What part is this? Oh, just little parts around the hatch up there is 230mm. Your gun mantlet and the rest of your hatch around the size is 229mm, but there's spaced armor in front of that piece of armor where the gun mantlet is, okay? Around your gun ring, I have 203mm, that doesn't matter a whole lot. Right here in the lower plate is 200mm, but again, it is rounded very, very well, so you're going to need some pretty good shots to place in. The lower hull and the upper hull, about 170mm, but again, good angles on them. The whole side of your turret, 152mm. Now that's kind of your weak point. This is where you're going to want to shoot an E3, either in the side of the turret, as you can see here, or right at the corner of its tracks. Hopefully in the front of its track sprocket there. To hopefully track and pin him. Of course, your above view, right above your gun is 110mm. Underneath your turret, about 100mm. Your hull, it looks like, and the back of your well, you're not your turret, but the back of your mounted gun is 76mm. Up here, 75. Your gun is 70mm. Underneath your underbelly is 44mm. Your butt is 38mm. Underneath your butt is 32, and your tracks is 20. So, how do you kill one of these? Well, you could try to put a shell right where that little hatch is, right just to the left of the gun up there. See a little flat part there? Now you're going to need a lot of penetration, because as you can tell, that's still 305mm thick. But as you can see, it does flatten out kind of a little bit. And I have had luck shooting them there. Otherwise, the other spot is right where the tracks meet the down in the hull, right underneath that hook there, down at the bottom, left on the underplate, right in the corners there on each side is the flattest point underneath an E3, and is going to be your best bet. But if you haul down this E3 and make sure you wiggle, you're going to be very, very hard to take out, indeed. So, what I normally run on my E3 for equipment is, of course, a large caliber gun rammer, because that's going to reduce your reload, which was nerfed, so this helps you realize that it wasn't, but I noticed. And then, of course, a vent, because that's just going to improve your skill overall. And you are fairly slow, and you are a already target. You are one of those secured targets that somebody wants to take out very, very quickly. So I run a large spool liner to help protect my crew from armor piercing, or from high explosive shells from like artillery or something like that. So that helps defend your crew and defend your tank from taking less damage. And I run 2 repair kits and 1 med kit, because the 2 repair kits, because if you get tracked and somebody gets behind you, most occasions you're done. So if you can fix your tracks multiple times, that's always going to be a benefit. And your crew doesn't get knocked out that often in this tank, as you can tell from the armor. Alright, well, I think that's quite enough. Going into the statistics, let's run a few games in the E3, and we'll see how it goes. So if you guys would like me to cover the other American Tier 10 tank destroyer, I can. You just have to let me know down in the comments if that's something you want to see, or if you want to see more tank destroyer reviews. And also let me know what you think of the E3 yourself, if you do own it, because I am a sure proud owner of the E3. I thoroughly enjoy the E3, because you could sit in front of the highest penning tank destroyer in the game, and he's going to have big problems trying to get through your armor. And that's pretty incredible. Alright. So Arctic region. I think we're going to go down the 9 line. Kind of 9G, 9H. Somewhere around in there. I think is our best bet, because it is almost a fully Tier 10 lobby. For our team, at least. Their team, they've got at least 4 Tier 9s. We only have 1. So that puts us at a little bit of an advantage. But you'll see the mobility of this tank, how not real good it is. In 1 second here. I'd like to go up against one of those Object 279Es and see how well this E3 fares. Well, that's an Object 279E right there. Well, it's a little bit no bueno. So it looks like our allies are not splitting very well. There's only 3 of us going this way. Granted, it is a 277 and an FE215B and me, so we are a pretty good crew. There just might not be enough of us. And the Object 279E in our base is not moving, so that is not a good sign. So part of me wants to go all low with that 277. The other part of me, because the barrel depression in this E3 is not the greatest. So which means you're probably going to have to expose your belly before you're even to be able to get your gun over the hill. Especially over in this area, because the hills are so steep. And the other problem is, when you sit here, I am very exposed to artillery and everything else out here that's willing to kill me. But somebody's got to do it. Doesn't look like anybody else will, so I'm the guy. This is unfortunate for me. We'll see. Is it unfortunate for everybody else? We'll see as well. First shot, here we go, into the mouths. Tracked him. Not too disappointed with that. I guess some people in the open a little bit longer. Hopefully our artillery can get some shots on. I didn't get a chance to see where my reload was at, so that's a little unfortunate. Hopefully I'll get to see it here in a second. 16.92. And there's my first damage, 905 damage on the mouse. Not sure what he's going to be able to do against us. But if we can take out this mouse, it'd be a very important kill. But he's angled pretty good now, so I'm a little concerned, but I'm going to try anyway. There we go, 861. And he just tracks me, but that's fine. I'm going to let my tracks just go.
Track is good to go.
Got a good shot into him. But here's where it gets a little poopy, because now we're in a little bit of a stalemate, because I can't cut across this open field. It'll be death for me. But I want to hit this guy over here. I can't quite get a shot. I don't want to make myself too vulnerable because there is artillery out there, and I don't know what other tank destroyers are possibly sitting back there. 884. That's what I want to see from my tank destroyers. The E3 is truly a sight to fear. Ooh, shooting high explosive. Finish him off. We're going to pull back now because that T95 is shooting some high explosive at me. And that makes me a little cautious. Just track me. That ain't no big deal. I've got some pretty good crewmates on this tank. Alright, we'll see if we can't deal with this T95. Ooh, alright, there's the artillery now. And that's what I'm a little worried about. This is a Bat Chat 155, so I want to get back. I'm going to use one of my repair kits there. Because the Bat Chat 155 has a 4-shot autoloader. That is very dangerous. 277 grounded itself, so that's not good. And here we sit, kind of at a stalemate. So this is kind of where the E3 kind of crumbles a little bit. But it's apparently my armor's holding up. Don't want to angle too much, but you want to keep wiggling. 290 is most likely shooting heat, and he is. But I did just lose my last ally over here, so I'm going to fall. Was going to fall back. But I've seen a target too juicy to pass up. Oh, whipped it right into his turret. Forgot to look at his accuracy. I don't think it's the most accurate Tier 10 tank destroyer. But you got to have some kind of balancing mechanic to it, otherwise it's just too powerful. Alright, we're gonna push up. Two tanks left. Object 705A. And a T95. Waiting for one of these guys to make a mistake or back up too far. .705A hits for about 650 average, so that's a pretty beefy gun. Mine's a little bit more beefy than his, but position here. Waffle unloading onto the T95. And sends him back to the garage. Well, now he's not really worth much of a shot. And the Grill A-15 finished him off. So overall, that was a great round for the E3. Devastating tank. Hits really hard. And that was my 2x win. 4,073 damage. 930 blocked. 200 assisted. 2 detected. 1 destroyed. 5 penetrations. And it put me at second of the board. And the most damage on our team overall. I don't know where my high caliber is, but oh well. So we hit the VK4502B for 2 times for 1465. Spotted the IS-7. Hit the Malvas twice for 1766. And we hit the Object 2790 once for 842. So we're going to go in for another battle here, because that went fairly well, and that really showcased the armor, the gun, and just, if you notice that Object 2790 off to the right behind that rock over there didn't shoot at me at all, because he knew he was going to kill the tank weaker behind me that had less armor that he knew he could pen. And that wasn't me. So that just goes to show you how this tank's presence changes the way people shoot at other tanks. The only tank to shoot at me that entire round almost was a T-95, another tank destroyer, my little brother, essentially. The T-95 is one grade below the E3, and he was the only one to shoot at me, besides the artillery. So it just goes to show that some tanks just know they can't do anything. And the E3 is just known for being a beast.
We've got enemies in the area. Take them down or capture their base.
I kind of want to go hill, I kind of don't. This way, I'm the only tank sure this way besides Ramborston. Alright. So the power to weight ratio is not real good in this tank. Pretty slow about up hills. Traverse speed. When it got nerfed, the reload got nerfed. The overall speed got nerfed. The traverse, I think. So it was hit with a pretty hefty nerf. Pretty frustrating. But as you can see, it is still workable, it is still doable. Oh, there's another texture. WZ121GFT. Blah 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 blah. I don't really want to get stuck in at the hill. I really don't. I want to try to get some cross shots over here. If I can. There's a lot of mediums pushing the hill. This is where it's hard. The early battle stuff's hard to decide on where to position a tank chart like this. I'm going to do the same, just because I don't want to be caught out here and start getting hit from the left.
They spotted us. Unlocking target. Like that one went right through.
Use the barrel to pressure this tank to my advantage. Hopefully I'm still, not. See if we can give that Sheridan a nice hello, how do you do payback shot. Just missed him. It's alright, this is why I wanted this position. Let's get some crossfire down on these heavies and mediums that are pushing up over here. Not sure what this light tank's planning, but I'm ready for him. He plans to make a daring move that's going to get him killed. There we go. Paid that Sheridan back real nice. Ooh, tier 8. Give me.
Enemies got us in their sights.
Yeah, poor mistake.
Ready to fire.
936. That's what I like to see. Alright, let's get another shot into this M103. Just don't have eyes on him anymore, so we're just gonna shoot the FV then. Not gonna waste any time.
Enemies looking right at us.
Oh, hey, M103. Yeah, you wanna keep sitting there, buddy? I bet you don't. Send him back to the garage. Very good. I got the FV shooting at me now for sure. Something else. Can't tell what it is. FV spotted again. This is gonna be a risky shot. Never mind, turned his turret. That works for me. So I applaud them for making this aggressive push over here. I really do. This is very smart of them to make this push. What they didn't account for was a tank destroyer sitting over here.
She's loaded.
Ready to muff them up. Which is exactly what I'm here for. Exactly what I'm here to do.
They spotted us.
Shooting on the run, not a good idea for him. But send it back. Oh, wow, I bounced. That's crazy. 279E should be able to finish him off. Oh, wow, he did not.
Focus on this location.
Now somebody did. That's good. And all that's left is an object 140,
Ready to fire.
and he's pretty surrounded here. So I'm gonna move up a little bit because I've lost little to no health. Now we just wait. We wait for him to make a move or panic a little bit. Artillery, good shot by the artillery. And the E50 took a good shot into him. E50 is probably going to clinch the kill. I would take a guess. Yep. Oh no, the WZ. Wow, very good shot. Good shot
Great job, man.
by the WZ. There he is. Holy crap! What a shot for sure. $4,839 damage. High caliber metal. Hit the Sheridan once for 672. Hit him for 875. Hit him for 936. Damaging his ammo rack. Hit him twice for 1816. Hit him once to kill him for 540. So overall, that was a good match for sure. And as far as this video goes, that's going to do it for today's video, guys. And that is the E3 in all of its glory. A super heavy tank destroyer. Dangerous gun, dangerous armor. Just dangerous. The E3, guys. So anyway, that's going to do it. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. And then make sure you go check out my Twitch channel as well, Ghost Exterior Only, because guess what? That's where all the magic happens. And there's a lot of stuff that I don't post to YouTube that I only stream on Twitch. So be sure to check that out. Make sure you like and comment. Let me know what you think of the E3. Let me know what you think of this replay. And let me know where you are in the tech tree. If you're on your way towards the E3, I want to know. I want to know where you are. Maybe I can give you some pointers. Maybe I can help you out. I'm not the best player, but hey, I'm not bad. Anyway, that's going to do it. Thanks, guys. And I will see all of you in the next one.